Yeah.
Okay, well, might as well get started then. So, Mara, I know in the SEO profession, topical authority has been a really hot topic recently since the major Google update that, really prioritizes topical authority and gives sites that achieve topical authority a massive boost in organic traffic. So, in this context, the context of SEO, what does topical authority mean exactly for Google?
Well, when I was learning about topical authority, it was a long time back. I was working with an affiliate business, and it's really important for them to get tons of organic search engine traffic. That's how they make their money. So at that time, it was very easy for me to think about it just as what the academic world does. Like I was coming from doing my PhD, then I dropped out, of course. But at that time, what the academics do is like in the academic world, if someone has published a lot of research papers, articles in different areas. They have gone to conferences and talked about a specific topic. So, in the world of academics, that person would be known for that topic, like for
Hmm.
that specific topic. And whenever somebody is trying to know about that topic, any journal article or the academic community would talk about that expert that has published or talked about that topic a ton over the years, right?
Yeah.
So this is something exactly we can transfer to the SEO world. Google, being the academic world, it kind of wants to see what a person is publishing or what a business is publishing, what they are talking about. So if it's a very specific topic and they have published a lot of content on that, they have talked about that the same topic in different forms, in videos, in podcasts, or publishing articles. Maybe they have attended some conferences that are related to their business. And again, they talked about that. Somebody recorded that. Somebody made a slide about that and then published it on their website or blog or somewhere. So Google slowly can see that this person or a business, they seem to be an expert in this the specific topic. So they then start trusting your business or your person. And when they start to trust you, that's what every business and everyone who is going into SEO wants. You start getting organic traffic. So that's the simple way to understand what topical authority is.
Yeah. So Google wants to see that your site is like a comprehensive resource. People can go there and learn everything they could want to know about a potential topic. Um, I think, in my opinion, Google probably did this major update to focus on topical authority because there was a lot of clickbait articles that had keywords stuffed in them that were ranking highly. And for a long time too, even after Google tried to make some tweaks to the algorithm to, reward really comprehensive resources. So
Yeah.
it seems like they went beyond trying to reward a single page that has a lot of helpful info to actually rewarding a site that has a comprehensive, database of many different articles about the topic.
Yes. Uh, Obviously, over the years they have changed how they view topical authority. Long time back, if somebody was repeating the same keywords a ton of times on their article, they would be considered an authority over that
Yeah.
topic. So they would easily rank. And over the years, when Google's algorithm um, started taking into many other factors, just not the keyword, the frequency of the keywords on an article, then things started changing. And recently, I was looking at my LinkedIn feed, And I came across a post from Aleda Solis. She is considered an SEO pro in the community, SEO community, and she had a very a specific thing to talk about topical authority. Although she didn't write this term, but she said researchers discover how to SEO for AI search. And she said three methods got improvements of 30 to 40% versus baselines. And the three things she cited were cite sources. So that's again what the academics do. They when they are writing their research or their whatever article or book, they cite sources that are credible, that are peer reviewed. So I guess it's the same here. And then the second thing is quotation addition. I know that this is something that has been in the SEO community for a long time. I guess the names of the processes change. So quotation addition is basically when you go out to some experts in the topic you are writing about, and the community, whatever your community is, they think that a few bunch of people are expert in that. You go to those experts and then get quotations on whatever questions you have, and then publish those inside your article or whatever, or if you are doing a video or something. And then the third thing she says that is getting improvements of 30 to 40% is statistics addition. So again, I think this was also the case in offline media, that people trusted articles more when they cited stats from proven sources. So I guess it's not something new. It's just something that is coming from the offline world, or the older methods to the new method. We are just giving them different terms, but it's the same. Like in the offline world, somebody would be considered an expert when they were cited a lot by publications all over the world. When people were taking their quotations for their articles, or they were taking quotations from other people, and they were citing a lot of statistics instead of just giving their opinions, subjective opinions. So I guess that's now happening with the new era of AI based search engines.
So how would you say the way Google views and rewards topical authority has changed, like very recently, like in the last, whatever, 6 months, a year?
Well, in my experience, it has been getting a lot of attention recently, but it's that doesn't mean that it was not a thing like a year ago or 2 years ago.
Mm.
When I was working with an affiliate business, I remember we used to do this all the time. Like if it was a VPN niche, and when we had to talk about a specific VPN technology that can benefit its users in a very specific way, then we usually would figure out from the competition how much do we have to write about this specific topic, and how many articles should we write, and then kind of show the search engine, and also show your audience who are landing on your pages that you know about this topic. So I guess I wouldn't say that this is something new, and Google has just started giving importance to it. I guess it just got more attention than it was getting in the last few years.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I
I
hope so.
know, according to my perception, as far as more of an SEO content creator than SEO analyst, it
Mhm.
seemed to me like there had been a big shift from backlinks being the by far the most important factor. You know, when I was creating content, I always had the intention of creating content that would get a lot of backlinks. And now it seems like instead of creating, an article that gets a lot of backlinks, my focus needs to be on creating, a comprehensive list of articles that give detailed information on every, subtopic within the topic. But what you're saying is that it's just a shift in how like people view SEO, not so much a massive change in how Google like reward sites and helps them rank higher?
Well, I guess I wouldn't say that Google has been has stayed the same about this topic. For example, it was kind of a natural thing that would have happened anyways as the AI was getting into search engines, like 1 or 2 years ago when they started adding a lot more artificial intelligence. I think I don't remember the specific term. I think the rank brain. That's what was you can say a basic AI stuff. When Google added that, it was going to happen that before Google needed somebody else to point to your articles, and that somebody else needed to have some kind of authority in the community. And this also happens in the real world. If somebody is influential in their field, and if they give a shout out to someone who is not very well known, then people will assume that whatever this influential person is saying about someone who they don't know must be good. So that someone who is not very well known must be good because they have been given a kind of a vote of confidence from someone very well known.
Yeah.
So I guess Google was very dependent on links like that. So that's why in the SEO community we call we have kind of a grading system for links. Like if some very high authority website links to you, then we want that link instead of many other links, many in quantity from lower authority websites. So I guess as the algorithm advanced, it could judge a content on its own, like because of natural language processing. The AI could actually understand what this content is saying instead of relying heavily on what other authoritative people are linking to or giving vote to it. So now they can rely less on links and more on how the AI can understand what sort of content this is. I think this is going to increase as Google's AI gets more advanced, and it can understand content a lot better than before. So I guess this will keep increasing. They will rely less and less on links, I guess. But we cannot say that it will completely go away, because if influential people in the community are talking about someone or something, they will that something or someone will get the attention from that community. That will keep happening.
Yeah, and plus also if, Google helps sites rank highly because their on-page content is really good, really deep and informative, then if their algorithm is right and that resource is actually really good, it would naturally accumulate high quality links. And maybe if it didn't, then Google's algorithm would eventually penalize it or something like that.
Yes, and even in the past, Google was not just looking at links and just the on-page stuff, but also I would call it on-page also the user or the audience behavior when they land on your website, on your article. So they could see, okay, so this article is getting links from very well-known websites, but when people land on this article, they don't stay on it. Like in a second they go back, or they change to another page. So something is wrong. A lot of influential websites are linking to this article, but when people land on it, we are not saying the thing we needed to see. So I guess this will again with AI they can judge this even better. The page analytics, they can judge this even better than before.
Yeah, and this will help. I know there are some, less than reputable SEO agencies where if you pay them thousands of dollars, they'll get you a high quality link to a well-known publication or like a .edu, .gov site, that sort of thing. So this will help fight against that. So, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I think this change the algorithm will actually reward sites that create a lot of really helpful, informative content. And it seems like this will also give sites that maybe don't have massive backlink profile the chance to rank well if they create really good content. Does that sound right to you?
Yes, totally. I think in this era, when links might be considered less of a what you call a necessity to rank higher, I guess people who can write well, or maybe with the help of AI, should be able to get more traffic from organically from Google than before. As you rightly said, that if you had deep pockets, you could just buy services of a agency who had relationships with very high authority websites, and they could get you very high authority links.
Hmm.
And search engines would think, oh, this new business or new publication is very authoritative. But hopefully, with this new criteria to see on-page behavior of audience and also what the content is saying, hopefully people creators would get more attention from search engines without not without but with far less kind of need to see the links, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And of course, any site that does achieve topical authority in the eyes of Google is going to have a huge spike in organic traffic across the entire site, right? Because Google sees not just one article as being an authoritative resource, but the entire site as being an authority in that niche.
Of course, if a website achieves the so-called topical authority, you start getting traffic from organically from Google for keywords that you did not even target.
Yeah,
Because now Google thinks that you are an expert in this topic. So they are sending you traffic for even small paragraphs in your article. Like they will straight when somebody is coming from a SERP, which is the search engine result page, and they would probably land straight on that paragraph in your article that talks about the search term.
right.
So I guess that's what starts happening, and this is when businesses really start to see the return on investment. Like if somebody was telling them you need to invest in SEO in on getting organic traffic from Google. In the start, it can be very hard to believe that this can happen, especially for people who haven't experienced it for their businesses. So once it happens, they then have a concrete thing to see, and then they want to invest more in it, and then they really start to see the organic traffic improving their bottom line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
So we know what a topical authority is in the eyes of Google now, but how would a website actually achieve topical authority? Because it seems like they'd have to create a lot of, carefully targeted content to be seen as an authority in a niche, right?
Well, I guess we can again go back to the academic world. So, if a topic is very new, it hasn't been talked about by other academics. Then, if someone picks up a topic that hasn't been talked about before, then they will need to publish a very small amount of content to be considered an authority in that topic, right? Because other people haven't talked about it in the past. So, I guess I can guess it because again, Google doesn't publish how its algorithms work. But I guess we can say with some confidence that this is probably what happens if a topic is very new. For example, these days, a new AI-related keywords keep popping up. And there was also a stat that Google has shared that an X amount of search queries are new every day. So if a business is in that new thing, they will probably have to publish a very small amount of content. But on the other hand, if a business in something that has been going on for a very long time in the human world, then they will probably need a lot of authority. They need to publish a lot of content, a lot of assets, and only then Google will, kind of trust them and think that okay, this business they know what they are talking about this topic, so let's give them some traffic love.
Right, right. But whether it's a new topic without too much competition, or an established topic with a ton of competition from high-level sites, you have to have a carefully thought out plan, right? Like you have to determine the niche, take a look at the competition, identify the keywords, determine how many articles you need to write, determine how many subtopics you need to cover, et cetera, et cetera.
Totally.
Yeah.
Actually, you just talked about looking at the competition, and I guess if you are in a very new niche, then there won't be probably a lot of competition that are doing very well in publishing high quality content. So if you know your offline business, if you know it is getting traction in your market, then probably you will be the pioneer in also publishing high quality content on the internet. So I guess in that case, if you are new in that topic, then you won't have any competition to look at. But if you are going in a business or a niche that is a very old niche, then you will have lots of competition where you can see what high quality content they have already published and is doing well for them. And sometimes the SEOs also look at what businesses are spending on spending on ads, and where those ads are landing on their website. So that is also a way SEOs can see, okay, this business is sending lots of paid traffic on a landing page or on an article for a period of like 6 months. So probably this content is generating some benefit for the business. That's why they are spending money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this is how a business can see how much content they need to publish in order to achieve topical authority. And it's not something very concrete that Google will show you, oh, you have reached topical authority. They won't show you this thing. You will just know when you see lots of traffic. And when you publish something in the same topic, it kind of ranks very quickly and starts getting traffic without much promotion on your social media or even paid traffic. Then you know that, okay, we have achieved topical authority.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a pretty clear, I guess you could say, a roadmap that a website would have to follow to achieve topical authority. But I mean, considering you have to analyze competitors, do keyword research and stuff like that,
Yes.
it would be difficult, if not essentially impossible, for people who don't know a lot about SEO and don't know how to use SEO tools to figure out how to do this themselves, right? It's, even though it does give smaller websites maybe more of an opportunity to bring in a lot of organic traffic, I know some websites in the past were having success with just basically keyword stuffing, which is, anyone can do that, any AI could do that. So I think a business that's looking to rank and get a lot of organic traffic through topical authority, they would probably do well to, get SEO experts like JMarketing to create a comprehensive plan for them. So, because otherwise they would just be wasting their time and money, right?
Well, people can, if they are a very small business, a new business, and they don't have a big budget, they can learn how to make a topical map and then publish dozens or hundreds of assets content on their website if they have the time. But normally this is not the reality when businesses are starting their operations. They usually want to focus on their other business areas like operations and all that, serving the customer service, delivery and all that. So they can't be bothered to learn about SEO and topical authority, and they don't have the budget to hire a whole marketing team. So in that case, you would be well served by a reputable agency who can help you achieve topical authority by analyzing what your niche is about and what kind of content you need to publish, and then how to promote it and to achieve topical authority.
Right. And I think in general, I think this has always been the case for a startup company, in my opinion, they have a small advertising marketing budget. SEO is one of the best investments they can make, right? Because SEO, you can start bringing in traffic pretty quickly. And if you create quality content that, is seen more and more as topical authority by Google, you'll actually bring in more and more traffic over time. It's not like a Google Ads campaign where you're only getting traffic while you're paying for each click, right?
Totally. Probably the business has to invest a lot of their resources in the start, and when the topical authority kicks in, their return on investment will be very high at that point when they
Exactly.
achieve the topical authority. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, that's true for larger businesses too, is just especially for smaller businesses that, have a small marketing budget that need to invest wisely. In my opinion, SEO is one of the best investments. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, for large businesses, I have come across large businesses that are getting very high quality links from their marketing activities or their real world activities. We had a client who was into exhibitions, and they already have very high quality links from government sites, because government delegations visit those exhibitions. Then people from very big companies talk in their exhibitions, so they kind of get a lot of attention from all these important websites and people, but they haven't published the right content to get ranked in Google. So even big companies, if they are getting a lot of votes from other nice websites, they still need to publish some assets to get ranked. Without assets, you won't get ranked, and if you won't get ranked, you won't get traffic from Google for free.
yeah, exactly. So even so a topical authority map, a topical authority plan would still be a good investment for a large business too, even if they have quality links, because they still need to have quality content, especially these days where backlinks are a bit less important and having comprehensive informative content on your pages is a bit more important. But of course, for like you're talking about a large, well-established business, they probably also, I mean, are in a niche that has a decent amount of competition, so they would need to have a lot more content than a small business that is just basically creating its own niche almost. And of course, if you're having a lot of content, it's not going to really work well unless it's carefully planned out and organized and structured.
Yes. Also, there are some things a business needs to do on their website that will help them achieve topical authority faster than if somebody who is trying to publish tons of content, but they don't know how to organize it on their website. Good marketing agencies know how to publish it. They would check your website for other technical stuff, that it's loading fast. For example, if you have published a lot of content, but your web pages open very slowly, then the experience for your audience will be very bad, right? And Google can see that because when their bot visits your articles are loading very slowly for the bot as well. So they can see that this page is loading very slowly, so it's creating a very bad experience for the audience. So even though you have good content published, there are some technical issues on your website that may not give you the full benefit of topical authority, as if your website was fully optimized to get full benefit. So I would highly recommend, if you don't have the expertise in-house, then you can always look for other businesses who have those expertise, and they can take a look at your website. JM does that for all the clients we get for
Yeah.
SEO. So people like us, they can see, okay, so the content is great, but it's not laid out right. Its presentation can, there is another field that also affects how the user experiences your content, and that's conversion rate optimization. So that field exactly does this. Okay, you have great content, but it could be presented better. It could be presented in a way that is easier to consume for your audience. So all these things can be done by an agency or a person who knows how these things all come together and give you maximum potential to get to the topical authority as fast as possible.
Right. Yeah. So topical authority is probably the single most important factor, but you have to have your technical SEO and all aspects of your SEO working well to maximize your traffic. And because, as we discussed, if you have really good SEO, you'll actually get more and more and more traffic as time goes by. It's a great investment. So, I mean, it's definitely, no matter what the size of your business is, I think it's worth it to hire SEO experts like JMarketing.
Yes, at least hire someone who can take a look at what's happening with your business in terms of SEO.
Yeah,
It's possible they take a look at it and they say, "Oh, you are doing very well," but normally this doesn't happen. They will find areas, opportunities where you can get more benefit than what you are currently getting from your current SEO efforts.
yeah. There's always SEO opportunities somewhere. There's so
Yes.
many moving factors, moving pieces to SEO that it's almost impossible to have perfect SEO, and it's certainly an ongoing process to ensure you have
Totally,
the best
totally. It's an
SEO
ongoing
possible.
thing. SEO
Yeah,
is a lot of people have this misconception that it's something very technical. SEO has a lot of overlap with marketing. So just like marketing, it's actually a part of marketing.
yeah,
There are some areas of SEO that are more on the technical side, but a lot of the areas are in the marketing side. And just like other marketing activities, which are ongoing, they don't stop. I mean, you can go into a sub niche, or you can go into a new niche for your business. You are publishing content on a camera lens, and you feel that you have achieved topical authority for camera lenses, but now you want to do very well on camera bodies or camera hood covers. So then you can go in that area and then keep on. It's an ongoing thing, and then try to achieve topical authority in other niches as well, sub niches.
of course. And it's not just about trying to achieve topical authority in other sub niches. Of course, your competitors will always be looking for opportunities to rank higher than you, and you're gonna have to respond to your competitors' efforts. Google will always be tweaking their algorithm. So it's not, I mean, there's a lot that you need to do like at the beginning when you first hire an SEO agency, like especially these days, getting a topical authority map, getting a comprehensive SEO plan that includes a topical authority map. But it's also an ongoing service if you want to continue to get a lot of organic traffic.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've covered the topic pretty comprehensively for now. So thanks for your time, Omero. Thanks for speaking with me.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.